good, baby. You know, I was thinking maybe I could get your number or something. You got a boyfriend? I'm pretty Raheem. Tell me, can your boyfriend do it like this? Can he move it like this? Can he move it like this? Tell me, can your boyfriend do it like this? Can he move it like this? I bet I can move it better. Hey baby, here's my number. Girl, you can call me anytime, anytime. Said, honey, no need to wonder, cause your man is not a friend of mine. I can meet you at the mall, shopping sprees, we done it all. Girl, you don't have to pay for a thing. You can come to my crib, get freaky in my whip. Girl, that's the way it's gotta be. Tell me, can your boyfriend do it like this? Can he move it like this? Can he move it like this? Tell me, can your boyfriend do it like this? Can he move it like this? I bet I can move it better. Miss Lady, hope you're ready. Cause girl, I'm about to beat that thing down. How you like that? Hey baby, bring your body. Raheem knows what you need now. Like your legs in the air while I'm pulling on your hair. Girl, we gotta get this thing poppin'. I know you like that. Baby, let me spank it. You gon' have to break it. I bet your man can move it like that. Let's go, girl. Tell me, can your boyfriend do it like this? He can move it like this. Can he move it like this? Tell me, can your boyfriend do it like this? Can he move it like this? I bet I can move it better.
Flame 4C is on this track. With a needle and thread, I'm about to rip this track. Flame 4C gon' bless this verse. Straight off the dome, no need to rehearse. Can he move it like this? No. Move it like that? No. Make you say ooh when he love you from the back? No. Your heart beating fast, call my sex heart attack. Forget where you been, girl, I'm where it's at.
Tell me, can your boyfriend do it like this? Can he move it like this? Can he move it like this? Tell me, can your boyfriend do it like this? Can he move it like this? I bet I can move it better. Girl, can he do everything that I can do, girl? Oh, yeah. Hey. Pretty Raheem.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's up, family? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of the Tariq Nasheed Show. I'm trying to see what's going on with my chat room here. Chat room is looking real janky for some reason. Let me see something. Let me test. Okay. Well, why is my chat room looking so janky? I don't know. The chat room is looking real janky for some reason. I don't know what's going on with the chat room. The chat room just looks real weird. But we're here nonetheless. And we're going to make it do what it do. How's everybody doing? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me correctly? Is everything good? I don't know why the chat room just looks real funny style. Chat room looks real funny style. Alright. Alright, so what's going on, fam? How's everybody doing? How many people in the room? People are slowly coming on in the room. How's the chat room looking to y'all? Look, I don't know, why is it looking so funny? Alright. Yeah, the chat room looks real weird, don't it? Ustream updated its software. What's up, Jazzy Nupe? Yeah, the chat room looks real funny. Yeah, usually the chat room has colors. And now everybody's name is black. Interesting. Let me see some. Okay, I see what I can do. Okay. All right, got it. I just wanted to see if I can make people mods, and I can do that. There's another way to do it, where I can make people mods on the show. I just gotta do it a certain way. All right, there you go. Yeah, man, I didn't do the show last week. But I can make people mod. I just figured out that there's a way to do it. I guess Ustream updated their software, and there's a new way to do stuff. Like you can take people out the room, you can ban them, you can do all types of stuff. You just got to click some extra stuff here. But we're here, man. It's Sunday. We're here. It's live Ustream. We're ready to make it do what it do. The room is piling up already. It's over 400 people in the first minute. So it's going to be packed in here tonight. It's going to pop off. I got my Marvel comic shirt on. I got my Easter Island beads that I got from Easter Island. They gave me this over there. Shout out to everybody in Easter Island. Had a great time over there. That's where I was last week. I couldn't do the show because I was in Easter Island, and the internet connection there was kind of janky. So we couldn't get to do the show there. But I had a great time out there in Easter Island. I got to talk about that a little bit. Say Dominicans in the house, shout out to the Dominicans. Don't forget, we're going to be in Ferguson this coming Saturday. Everybody needs to mosey on down to Ferguson. We're having a free screening of Hidden Colors 3 at the University of Missouri St. Louis, UMSL, at the JCPenney Theater on the campus. Now, this place is right next to Ferguson. It's not far from Ferguson at all. So all my St. Louis people need to show up. My Chicago people, y'all might need to come on down. Come on in. We're going to chop up some real good game after the screening of Hidden Colors 3. We're having a screening of Hidden Colors 3. We're going to have a very good discussion afterwards. Yeah, the police chief. Yeah, we got to talk about all that's going on down there, man. It's getting turned back up down in Ferguson. Last night in Ferguson, there were reports of police officers being shot. They said that 2 officers were shot. In reality, there was actually 1 officer that was shot in the arm, according to the reports, and another off-duty officer was shot at in his car, and he was injured by broken glass. So the second officer was not actually shot. And this is according to the statements of the police out there. Now, we got to be very careful, because this can be a situation where the police are creating a scenario in order to justify bringing back the National Guard, in order to justify really doing something janky. So, again, I take a lot of the information with a grain of salt. But things are definitely getting turned back up out there. People are still hyped, which is a good thing, because we shouldn't let the energy die down, because it's very important how things are playing out there in Ferguson right now. This is very important. You didn't know anything? Yeah, the whole cop being shot thing, again, I take it with a grain of salt. It could be true. It could. Look, the police, they have such a bad reputation of lying, and that's the problem with being a liar. When you're a liar, everything you say and do is going to be called into question. So, there may or may not have been somebody who was legitimately shot last night. Again, I don't trust too much of what some of these white supremacists pretending to be police officers. I can't trust too much of what they have to say, especially that police chief who has been lying from day one. They've been lying about stuff from day one. The whole situation about Mike Brown charging the officer and all that. I mean, they've been lying from day one, so you can't trust anything they have to say. But we're having a screening of Hidden Colors 3 out there. It's a free screening. You need to come on out, family. It's going to be real. It's going to be real. We're going to chop up some real good game out there. We're going to chop up some real good info out there. Yeah, the police chief apologized. I want to talk about that when I get down there, too. You know what? Apologize after you arrest Darren Wilson. Don't come out with no half-ass janky apologies, dude. And I'm glad the people are not buying that. We don't need no apologies. We need justice. We need justice right now. We got a lot to talk about when I get down there. We got a lot to talk about when we get it popping down there. That's why y'all need to come on out. That fake ass apology, and I'm glad the brothers and sisters of Ferguson were not buying that. His apology was BS. I got a lot to talk about that when I get there. Oh, these damn ads about to pop up on here. All right, we coming in. People coming in the room heavy. See, we're on time tonight. We started right on time. That's the thing. We got to recall those politicians. See, that's the thing. We got to get busy. We got to start getting busy about that because that's what we need to do. We need to get into the process of getting those politicians out. The thing is, I've been talking to politicians out there in St. Louis, but Ferguson is not their district. So a lot of the politicians that I've been corresponding with, Ferguson is not their actual district. Now, they've been very vocal, but their hands are tied as far as what they can do in Ferguson. And the problem is, and I'm hearing this from other black politicians in the St. Louis area, the black people who are in the political circles in Ferguson, you got some coon-trained, bootlicking Negroes who are scared who's in those political circles around the actual Ferguson district. The black folks in office there are on the coon train. So they're not representing the actual brothers and sisters of Ferguson. And that's the problem. There should be a candidate ready to step up as mayor, a black candidate easily. There should be a black candidate that's easily ready to step up to office. He can get elected overnight if there was a black politician there really willing to put in work for the people of Ferguson. You dig what I'm saying? So the problem is a lot of people are not stepping up to replace who we can recall. A recall is pretty easy, but we need to replace it with somebody. You dig? Is Ustream fine? People are saying Ustream is messing up. Is it fine? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? What's the deal? Is the visual good? The sound good? What's the deal? Is that you really don't trust Obama? We got to throw in the Obama towel, man. We just got to throw in the Obama towel. That thing, that ship has sunk. That ship has sunk. Somebody said it's lagging. Well, that's your computer, fam. You're using that Acer iPad, nigga. Yeah, Barack Obama, he's not going to do anything. He's proven that. He's not going to do one thing. Eric Holder is like, I'm out. Eric Holder knows the shit is going to hit the fan Eric Holder just jumped ship early. You saw Eric Holder got the hell out of Dodge. Because Eric Holder knows the fuckery and bullshit that's going down. So he doesn't want his name, his legacy attached to the fuckery that's going down. Because they're like in a lose-lose situation. Eric Holder knows that if he does something for black folks, the white supremacists are going to attack him. If he doesn't do it, the black community is going to look at him as a piece of shit. And then the white supremacists are going to abandon him anyway. So Eric Holder knows he's in a lose-lose situation. Eric Holder's in a lose-lose situation. You don't know who Eric Holder is, SIO? You got to Google, brother. You got to Google, fam. So yeah, it is kind of freezing up a little bit, but it is what it is. Ooh. Okay, I see it is freezing up, but can y'all hear me pretty good? It is freezing up a couple every second or so. Yeah, somebody asked me, who is Eric Holder? Yeah, I saw that. I finally saw the video of the young man, the dude, getting shot at the gas station, man. That was crazy. So, man, we got to understand, man, I don't know what makes us think that there's not a war going on. I mean, there's literally, this is open warfare. This is worse than what was in Jim Crow, what the first wave of Jim Crow. This is actually worse because in the first wave of Jim Crow, when they did a lynching, at least they took the time to come up with a lie to justify the lynching. At least the town said, okay, the nigga stole the chicken. What should we do? Should we lynch him Monday? Will that give us enough time to sell tickets to the lynching? You know, they kind of had a little time to build the lynch mob up. Now the cops see you. That nigga was trying to fight me. Bam! He went for his license. I thought he had a gun. Bam! Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. The cops shot it in. Now, they had to arrest that cop. You know, letting him off. There was just no justification for letting him off. If they could have justified letting him off, they could have. It was literally zero justification for letting him off. Trust me, if they could have found any justification, they wouldn't have arrested him. And the thing is, they arrested the officer for assault. It was like some real bullshit assault charge instead of attempted murder. I mean, the cop who shot that brother at the gas station, that was attempted murder. They arrested him for assault. So it's a lighter charge. And he still might get off because that cop can go in court and come up with some shit about postpartum depression, whatever. He can go in there with all types of psychological pleas. I wouldn't be surprised if he got off. I wouldn't be surprised at all. A lot of folks don't know, speaking of people getting off, you know, the Michael Dunn trial, I think that's going on again now. People are real quiet about it, but I think that Michael Dunn trial is going on now. Oh, the Eric Garner case goes to the grand jury tomorrow? Oh, good. Good looking out for that info, Harpo. Good looking out on that info. I want to see what they say about that. Because the brother who got shot in Walmart, the grand jury said, justified. So black people, melanoid people in America, it's time to really get serious about this war that's going on. There's a straight up war, and the army that's appointed to taking you out, it's been white supremacists disguised as police officers. So it's time to go into code mode. We have to start getting into code mode. The bullshit has to stop. the code mode should kick in. Because we keep playing these little games with white supremacy, and white supremacy is not playing games with us. And we got to start taking it seriously and come up with a code of conduct and start empowering ourselves. And I talk about this a lot, and people make it seem like it's just a cliche saying. This is something that we need to do as far as survival. This is what we have to do as far as survival. Because the world is watching. The world is watching us. The cop who raped like 8... Yeah, the cop who raped those black women, again, they're still sending him money. He's still getting money. But man, the game out here is real serious. I really want to see what goes on with the Eric Garner situation, what the grand jury has to say about that, because it's been ruled as a homicide. They tried to lie and say that... We saw the video. They tried to lie and say he wasn't really choked. Oh yeah, we deep in here. Everybody's in here deep. But again, down in Ferguson, we got to get real busy in the political arena. We got to get busy in that political arena down there in Ferguson. That's very important. That's very important. These white supremacists are not playing. You notice... See, when black folks get caught up, the white supremacist usually finds a whole bunch of other black people who are willing to throw the black person in the hot seat under the bus. They'll start digging in the person's past. They'll start bringing out all that black person's enemies and parade them around. It's very easy for them to do that with us. It's very easy for them to get other black folks to throw black people under the bus. You notice how nobody in the dominant society is throwing that Darren Wilson dude under the bus. Nobody from his past has come out talking about him. None of his classmates, schoolmates. You see how that code is? We want y'all to understand the code that the dominant society has. They have a code. They don't play that. You're not going to have people coming out trying to get attention, shitting on Darren Wilson in the dominant society, people he grew up with and all that stuff. You don't see that. You haven't seen one person talk bad about Darren Wilson, none of his classmates. Again, this dude, he went to high school, junior high, elementary school. I mean, there's a lot of people who know him. Not one person has come out talking negatively about him. Same with Zimmerman. I pointed that out with Zimmerman. None of Zimmerman's people, nobody came out talking negative about Zimmerman, people who knew him and all that stuff. See, that's how the dominant society works. They got a code. They got a code of conduct where that's not allowed. With us, let a brother get on the hot seat. Every nigga he ever knew is going to come out trying to say something just so they can get on TV or just so they can get some shine. They don't even want money, just an opportunity to get on TV or get somewhere where they can throw another black person under the bus. They're good with that. That's another thing. Black folks got to get off that stupid shit. Sitting up ready to throw each other under the damn bus in front of the dominant society. That shit is weak, man. Especially when a black person gets caught out there on some shit. Marquetta, what's she saying? They're all heroes. Marquetta, what you talking about? Oh yeah, the Negroes out there, they want to be seen. They'll do anything to be seen. Yeah, Joshua, the thing is, man, a lot of so-called conscious people in the conscious community, and not all, evidently not all, but a lot of people within the conscious community, that's been infiltrated a long time ago. That's been infiltrated with coons, agents, dusty niggas, and people who just ain't gonna do shit. they pretend that they're doing something by doing a lot of talking. Not all. There's some people in the conscious community who are very thorough about really getting knowledge and information and action out there. But you have too many people within the so-called conscious community. Their whole thing is just sitting around debating, running their mouths, not doing shit. Talking in circles because, again, a lot of these dudes, and I've said this a million times, a lot of these dudes picked up a couple of books in prison, or they were in certain neighborhoods where they wanted to be neutral from gangs. For example, if you see like a real overly conscious dude in LA, somewhere in South Central or Compton, a dude who's on that extra super hotep conscious level, that's a dude who was trying to get out of the gangs. That's a way to get out of choosing a gang. Because if you live in certain neighborhoods, you're almost forced to be down with a particular set. But if you start walking around with the kente cloth, talking about hotep this, they'll kind of give you a pass. You know, it's just like those hood movies like Menace to Society. You had all those dudes who were thugging it out. Then you had the one dude, the one hotep dude in the crew. You know, there's always the one hotep dude who's, you know, walking around with the kufi on, but he just don't want to be in the gang. And that's fine. But he ain't going to really do anything. He's just going to talk and just quote the same book he read over and over. But again, there's a lot of dudes out there. Oh yeah, that dude, Demir, that dude is such an agent. It's ridiculous. That dude, Demir. And everybody knows he's an agent now, and he knows that everybody knows he's an agent. So, you know, nobody takes that dude seriously. I mean, it's been confirmed. He's a confirmed agent. Yeah, that dude is a confirmed agent. So that's the thing. You got a lot of these dudes out here. You know, they got a lot of agents out here in the so-called conscious community. So what they do is do a lot of debating and dissipating of any kind of action or energy. So you got to be very careful about that. Yeah, some of those dudes, some of these agents they have in the conscious community, they're not very good agent provocateurs. And when I say agent, it's not a nigga. All of them aren't people who got to report to office every day. Some of them are. Some of them are. But you got some dudes out here are agent provocateurs, meaning you got dudes out here with certain jail sentences over their heads. So they say, look, nigga, you can either do this jail sentence or we need you to get online or get on YouTube and make a bunch of videos taking strikes at other people in the black community who's trying to do something. Do that or we're going to send you back to jail for that crack charge we got you on. So you have dudes like that. And you got like attention-whoring coons. A lot of these dudes who play the coon role, these are agents as well. You got to watch out for these dudes. Because their thing is to dissipate the energy. And some of the biggest agents that people, and I've talked about this before, that people have overlooked for a long time were these agents and provocateurs pretending to be black feminists. They're some of the biggest ones. That's why they work so closely with the mainstream media. They're like the real gatekeepers. You dig? Yeah, James David Manning, yeah, he's funny. I don't take nothing he says seriously. No, I'm not taking shots at Sarnetta. Sarnetta's cool with me. No, I'm not taking shots at Sarnetta. Sarnetta's cool with me. Yes, indeed. Now, let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling? Hello? This nigga hung up. That nigga hung up the phone like a damn obscene caller. Nigga sound like he had his balls on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Tariq, what's good, man? It's Jay, bro.
Where you calling from, Jay?
What's good with you, man? Hey,
Jay,
I had a quick question. I wanted to make a comment as well, though.
Jay, where you calling from?
Philadelphia.
There you go. What's on your mind?
Hey, I had a quick comment about these agents that you were just talking about on Ustream, man. I had a question too, but I wanted to make a quick comment. I think we got a lot of agents in hip hop, man.
Why you think that?
Because back in the day, rap music, I remember when they tried to ban rap music because rap used to be so positive as far as uplifting the black community. When we had things going on as far as cops killing innocent people, the rap community would speak out through raps. And I felt like at a time the conscious rap community was so strong, they tried to ban it. I remember when they tried to ban rap music. But nowadays, I feel like the white establishment, they're pretty satisfied with rap music. They're pretty satisfied with Lil Wayne. They're pretty satisfied in the message because, it's pretty much a big distraction. We got people getting killed every day, man, but, Lil Wayne and all these people, nobody's speaking up, nobody cares.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that they're agents, though. I wouldn't say that they're agents. It's just that the media and major corporations own the media outlets that show rap music and play rap on the radio, and they promote the kind of music that's going to basically maintain the system. They're not going to promote anything that's revolutionary, and I don't blame them. That's up to us. That's why I get real concerned when people start blaming rappers for certain things, but it's the white supremacists who fund these dudes, who give them the millions of dollars and give them that airtime. It's not easy to get airtime on national television. So why are they getting airtime by those in the dominant society when you have a whole bunch of conscious rappers over here that are being overlooked? But it's up to us to create our own media outlets to counter that. So I put the onus back on us too for not having a counterbalance, and that's what we got to take responsibility and do if we want something different. And also, what's important, we can't sit up and say that we want something more conscious and positive or whatever, but there's black folks out there who will gravitate towards the ratchetness because we've become so accustomed to that. So we got to get that taste of ratchetness out of our system. You understand that?
Yeah, I dig that, Tariq. I dig that.
Much respect. Thanks for the call, man. So that's another thing, man. We can't say because with black folks, we talk a good game. That's the thing with us. We talk a good game, but again, we've become so conditioned to love ratchet nonsense, ratchetness. We let that become our identity to a certain degree because the dominant society makes ratchetness our identity. You understand that? The dominant society makes ratchetness our identity. So we think, okay, if they're cool with it, this is something that we can do. You dig? Yeah, I saw that Young Thug interview. And, I like Young Thug's music because it's ignorant, but I like it. Because it is what it is. And I like Young Thug. He's like, he ain't trying to be nothing but what he is. Some of that shit is ignorant as hell. I love that ignorant shit. Because I know what it is. But the problem is when you get something like that, or get a rapper who's not nowhere conscious at all, and then you put a microphone in his face, talking about what you think about Mike Brown and all that, and what you think he's going to say. What do you honestly think that he's going to say? See, you got to watch some of these media outlets that do that. You put the camera in certain dudes' faces knowing that they're not about that type of knowledge. You don't ask nobody like that about a political situation. That's why when I hear people interview or get Soulja Boy's opinion about some type of political stance or something, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at you, funny style, for trying to take somebody like that serious who's not about that type of business. I'm dead serious. I love Young Thug's music. That retarded sounding shit, I love it. I love that retarded shit. I bump that shit. I love that retarded nigga shit. You think I don't be bumping that? I love it. Because it's retarded. I know it's retarded. I'm not, if I want some real information, some real knowledge, I ain't going to him. If I want to be entertained, yeah, I'm entertained by a lot of ratchetness sometimes. But that's not my identity. I'm entertained by Honey Boo Boo. You dig? But when I want to get some real knowledge, I'm getting on the phone with KRS. I'm going to holler at Chuck D if I want some real knowledge. I know where to go to get the knowledge. When I want to be entertained, I can go and be entertained. The thing with us is that we try to make the wrong people, because they are in the spotlight, we try to make them the role models. And that's the problem. There's a time and place for everything. There's a time for the nigger shit, the silly shit, and there's a time for the serious stuff. You dig? Just like in every community has one and the other. In the dominant society, they got ratchetness, they got the Honey Boo Boo and all that stuff. But the thing is, when it's time to get serious, they got the Rush Limbaughs and the Sean Hannitys and all that. They know they're not going to put a camera in Honey Boo Boo's family's face talking about some real serious issues. They know not to go put a camera in front of the Duck Dynasty people for some serious issues. They tried to, well, they didn't even try to. One of the Duck Dynasty dudes was doing a lecture and he was saying some dumb hillbilly shit and he got in trouble. And the network was like, hey, well, let's not give him no airtime as far as that, talking about no serious issue. Because the dominant society knows if they go to their ratchet people, they're going to start saying some shit that's going to get everybody in trouble. Like Clive and Bundy. You dig? You see, they don't interview Clive and Bundy no more. They had that camera in Clive and Bundy's face, and I'm like, I was waiting on Clive and Bundy to say something slick, because he had that white supremacist drawl in his voice. So I'm just waiting. I'm like, I love it when they get a suspected white supremacist and let him talk. I'm like, yeah, let that motherfucker keep talking. And sure enough, he struck gold. They put the camera in his face one morning and he came out. And another thing about the Negroes. I said, there it is. I said, there it is right there. They were like, oops, let's pack up the mics. He has gone there. They're like, uh-oh. But dude, sometimes I like some of that ignorant shit sometimes. There's a time for that. Sometimes you just want to let your hair down and you want to relax and listen to some ignorant shit and then keep it pushing. You dig? But when it's time to handle business, dude, I got my Powernomics, my Amos Wilson books. There's people I go to when it's time to get the real knowledge. You got to know the balance. Now, if you're sitting up listening to Young Thug all day, you're watching videos all day, because that's the problem. The problem is you got people who live that shit every single day. You got hood rats who literally keep their channel on 106 in Park, and everything is about Nicki Minaj and rap this, and, you know, their life is just, everything is ratchet. There's nothing to balance that out. That's the problem. But look, when I'm studying and traveling, seeping in deep knowledge, every now and then I want to hear a retarded sounding motherfucker. I love it. I love that retarded shit. I love it. My shit, pass me the hookah, that's my shit. Pass me the hookah. Pass me the hookah. I love it. And I love Tiger. Tiger's the homie. Tiger's a smart dude, too. Tiger's a real smart dude. And Tiger's rapping on that. So they know, you know, shit. They know sometimes retarded shit is catchy. Man. Yeah, but again, I'm entertained by that. But then when it comes to a political conversation, don't put the camera in this motherfucker's face and ask him about what do you think about campaign finance? What the fuck you asking him for? You going a motherfucker rap like that? You gonna ask him a serious question? Why would you? I look at the people asking the question funny style. I don't even look at the Young Thug dude. Bless his heart. I'm looking at the people who's trying to take this motherfucker seriously. I look at you funny. Did you not hear this motherfucker rap? How you gonna ask a motherfucker that go, yeah? So what do you think about the global warming? So do you think that Scotland regaining their independence is something that the parliament over there in the UK can conglomerate on? How you gonna ask him that, man? Bless his heart. That's not his forte. That's not his forte. So they do that deliberately. They do that deliberately. They ask cats like now if they would have asked Tiger. Tiger's a smart dude. Tiger would have broke it down. I think Tiger is a sharp dude. Even Wayne, I like Wayne. Wayne is a sharp dude. Wayne can spit. You dig? But again, if motherfucker is rapping like that, don't ask him no serious question. Oh, I gotta see that Blackish show. I've been getting some mixed reviews on that, but I gotta check it out. I saw the Black Jesus show. I wasn't really feeling the Black Jesus show. I know a lot of people on there too. Shout out to the people on there. I really wasn't really feeling the Black Jesus episode that I saw. I was like, okay, all right. Yeah, like Fonte, cats like that, they know the game. Let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq?
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Hey, this is Samir.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on out of Jersey? Check this out. I wanted to ask you questions about something I seen on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was more or less like a counter argument against Pan-Africanism. But and I also wanted to say something too. That with that Pastor Manning dude, where I found funny. I work in Harlem, and I was riding by his church, and I seen the crowd outside his church, and he was giving out food. So I said, I guess it's a situation where he's getting government funding and he's giving out food. So I guess that gives validity to his church, because I really can't see how anybody can attend this guy's church.
Absolutely.
I don't get it. But I see the game. So I guess him giving out bread kind of like dismisses all the fuckery he said.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was on YouTube and it was clips. It wasn't. They weren't basically breaking anything down, but they was just comparing and contrasting pictures. And they also took shot at Pan-Africans such as what's Brother Umar. They even did a funny skit with you. But basically what they were saying is Pan-Africanists are lying to us, and that we really didn't come from Africa. We basically we basically are Native American. Like African Americans, basically like the slave trade ain't never happened. Majority of the African Americans were basically already here in America. So they basically showed pictures of Pacific Islanders, right, and had pictures of famous African Americans, and then had pictures of Africans. And whereas they was comparing the features of the Pacific Islanders compared to the Africans. So it really wasn't them, basically breaking anything down. They were just basically posting pictures, making the comparison and contrast. Right. So if you really wasn't a real thinking person, the pictures African Americans did show a real resemblance to the brothers and sisters over there in New Guinea and other Pacific Island nations.
Yeah, we were all over the place.
What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, dude, I was just in Easter Island, and I posted some pictures on Instagram. There's one lady, people think that lady's my mama or something. This lady we were similar in appearance. I mean, we were all over the planet. We were all over the earth, but the slave trade, the African slave trade definitely happened because you got very intricate records of it. There's so many slave ships and insurance records of it. So it's something that definitely happened. That Elmina Castle wasn't over there for no reason. The slave ports in Cuba weren't there for no reason. I mean, this has been very well documented. So a lot of these dudes, what they do, they start creating this bullshit ass argument. Man, what? You all right over there, brother? What the hell is that?
Oh, is that me? I don't think that's me, is it?
Yeah, brother.
Hold on. Let me turn my TV down because I want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah, brother. Oh, that's your TV. I'm thinking somebody that walked up in there to your dub. I thought somebody broke into the dope spot.
I'm watching the Dallas game.
Oh, okay.
As I listen to you.
Okay, cause a motherfucker was shooting, bro. Damn, bro. Somebody came in and said, fuck you, and started shooting. I'm like, bro, give them their dope back, man.
I ain't putting up no fights. I got to make it to work tomorrow.
Oh, my God. Okay. But like I was saying, man, the thing is, that's a half-true comment because, again, we were here. Now, there were some people with the African features, melanoid features, who were already here. We talked about that in Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3. But the thing is, the slave trade did happen, and then they did bring over other African people. But my thing is this, either or, the people who are talking about what's true and what's not true, what's their solution to get the system of white supremacy off our ass? That's the bottom line with me. What is the solution? Because whenever I do stuff, I always offer a solution at the end, what we can do to start working to counterbalance the system of white supremacy. What's their solution? And if they ain't got no solution, they just want to sit up and talk in circles and debate back and forth. They're wasting your time, and they're just there trying to dissipate your energy. You feel me?
Yeah. I kind of figured that because my thing was, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if this is your argument that we are the real Native Americans, like what's the, why y'all attacking Umar Johnson or even making little funny style skits with you and just other Pan Africans.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what kind of.
And I don't even want because I don't even know what that is as a man. Because those niggas, I don't even pay attention to them niggas because their sole purpose is to get you distracted. I don't let them niggas distract me. I'm not distracted by them whatsoever because we got too much work to do. We got mother cops out here with I am Darren Wilson bracelets. I got bigger fish to fry than some dusty ass nigga who may or may not be an agent running his damn mouth on YouTube. So we got real shit out here.
Right.
Yeah, so I got
all right, Tariq.
Much respect, man.
All right.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, again, family, don't let these YouTube coons throw you off. Don't let them throw you off. Ban Wizard. What's Wizard talking about, Tariq? You run out the hotel when you call. What? Hold on. What was that? What the hell is this motherfucker talking about? What'd you say? Hold on. What's Wizard talking about? What is Wizard in here trolling? Hold on. Man. But yeah, again, there were African people here. There were African people here. I mean, that's very well documented. That's very well documented. We talked about that in all the movies. Where is Aki? The Wizard of Coon Valley. Okay. Let me find you, Wiz, in the little list, and let me get your ass up out of here. Wizard of Coon Valley. Let me get you right on up out of here when I find you on the list. Unfortunately, the list they got, they made it difficult to ban you little raggedy bastards. They made it very difficult. Yeah, Ustream need to fix that because then you got to go down the whole list and find the person's name in order to ban them. So that's a real raggedy system they got there. That ain't cool at all. Ban Urban. All right, let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, this is Kane calling from Atlanta.
Hey, Kane, how you doing, fam?
Doing pretty good. I just got a question for you.
Go ahead, man.
I basically got this friend that I've had for a couple of years now. We met and we both were separated from marriages. I married young. I fucked up there. I know from reading your books, but basically, I'm divorced now. She's going through her divorce, and she never had knowledge of self coming up until I started putting her on it. You know what I mean? And her ex-husband is a white guy, and they have a mixed son. And they're fighting for custody of their son, but he's, I guess he's been posting like knowledge of self or like some 5% of stuff up on her Twitter and Facebook. He's been seeing it and saying that she's racist and trying to use that as fuel for the flame in the divorce.
Oh shit.
So I'm trying to see like if it's something that I could tell her that how that shit can be faulty or.
Dude, I would say, man, I wouldn't even get involved in that shit. Let them get all that shit worked out and sorted out because, you know, that's between them and their kid and all that. So you need to let them play all that out. And, you know, after the situation is done, then you can go ahead and put your bid in. But that's a mess and a half right there. And again, they're going to use any and everything and try to exaggerate it. And again, that's up to the lawyers. And, you know, if they got lawyers and mediators and all that stuff, that's up for them. So you don't let women drag you into their divorce drama, separation drama. Don't let them drag you into that. Take your cape off because your cape is flapping right now. Take that fucking cape. Well, yeah, take that cape, nigga. Nigga, you trying to be Captain Saberho, nigga. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Let her get that shit done. Let her get whatever money she's gonna get, then holler at her and get it. I got you. You feel me? There you go, man. Thanks for the call. Man. All right, peace. Yeah, I don't get up and, man, I'll be damned if I get involved in some woman's divorce drama. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I'm cool. My cape is not flapping for you. Get that shit out of here. Work that out, then holler. The last thing you do is get in the middle of somebody else's other two people's mess. No thanks. She done sat up and told him, "Oh, I need to help. My ex-husband is just trying to do so much to me." I'm like, you better work that shit out. Man. Oh, man. Wiz Khalifa's getting divorced. Him and Amber Rose are getting divorced. Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose are getting divorced. I hate to see that. From what this is not a gossip show. I don't like gossip. I don't like to speculate why people are getting divorced or whatever, but people are saying that he was cheating or something like that. I don't know. I just hate to see people with children break up, and you know, Amber Rose is so nice and thick. You dig? She was looking real good in that dress. You know, I hate to see the brother have to let that go. They say the baby ain't his. I'm going to say he's a son. Shit, I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened in that situation. Urban Written. I don't see what you're typing, Urban Written. You said, what did you say? I didn't see what you said. What did you say, Urban Written? But I'm not gossiping. I'm not Urban. And Urban, you sound like, what's that person who be trying to troll on Twitter? That XO Curly, you sound like that dude. And by the way, I got you banned. It's very funny to see you arguing with yourself, and I got you banned on Twitter. So nigga, you come across like a paid troll. Yeah, Urban is trolling. Urban sounds like that XO Curly dude who has 2 or 3 Twitter pages that this motherfucker literally tries to troll me all day, and I got all his pages banned, and this motherfucker still be trying to troll, and I don't even be reading your shit. This nigga be sitting up in the house all day trying to troll me on Twitter. Nigga, if you don't hurt and kill yourself, I'm somewhere where I don't even get internet connection, and your ass is on Twitter talking about me all damn day. Nigga, if you don't kill yourself, nigga, you got to be a damn agent. If you sitting your dusty ass on Twitter all day talking about one person, your whole page is dedicated to one person, that's some agent provocateur shit if I've ever seen it. My God. But yeah, that situation, man, you know, Wiz Khalifa, if you need some counseling, brother, holla at me. I'd love to give you some counseling and just chop up game about the situation. I would love to chop up game with you about the situation. What's up? Who's waiting? What's up? Who's calling? Hello, nigga.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, this is CJ from the Bay Area. What's up, man?
What's up, CJ? How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about you, King Flex?
I'm good. What's on your mind?
Man, I got a quick question for you regarding females and shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if I was to meet a girl, say, like, in a public place, like a train station or some shit, and I'm trying to get her number, what's the best way, like, to go about it? Should it be, like, a short conversation, or should I make it a longer conversation?
No, when you're out and about, especially somewhere where people are traveling or waiting on a bus or a train, the conversation has to be very quick because you never know when the bus or the train is going to show up. And people are kind of urgent. They're kind of in an urgent mindset. They just kind of want to get to the point. And plus, the environment is not a relaxed environment because, number one, you're a stranger. Number two, she's in public somewhere where there's a bunch of other raggedy motherfuckers getting home from work and everybody's looking tired and you smell train smoke and smog and piss in the gutter. So it's not a romantic setting as it is. So what you got to do is set it up so that you can create a more romantic setting, meaning you set up a date, but what you're doing, you're setting up a time to correspond at a better time. So what you do, you get your game in real quick. Hey, how you doing? I'm on my way home from work. I see you. I got to get on this train. I got to catch this bus. But let me give you my number so we can talk later on, so we can chop up game and I get your number. It's just real simple and to the point like that. But niggas, when you're trying to just kind of do some real long range macking, and you're on a bus and there's a crazy motherfucker with some booty shorts standing up twerking on the bus who just got through hitting a crack pipe. A woman don't really feel romantic in a situation like that. The bus, especially on the East Coast in New York, there's some crazy motherfuckers out there. So that's not a real mackish environment. So you got to get to the game quick, keep it pushing, and then they'll call you back. I used to do that when I was broke and I had to take the bus in L.A. I'd meet a couple of young breezies at the bus stop. We chop up game. Hey, here's my number. They give me a call, and then we get it popping later on. But trying to get because first of all, the fact you're on public transportation, that don't look too mackish as it is.
Nah, not at all, man.
You dig? So you got to really have a lot of extra confidence to build that swag level up. And when the woman calls you, then you can explain why your ass is on the goddamn bus with her. Because she's like, look, nigga, if I call you, you better tell me something I need to hear. Because we both riding this bus, and that's not a good look. So your game has to be extra crisp. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
There you go, man. Thanks for the call.
I keep your Mac, man.
Yes, indeed. Now, and that doesn't say that you can't still get your Mac on that bus. I'm just saying, you can still get it in on that bus. I done had some bus coochie before. You dig? There's some cool people on that bus. Urban, you can call up. Urban, you can call up. Urban, you're gonna have to call up, bruh. Because I'm taking your comments down, Urban. Urban, the phone lines are wide open. Urban, what area code you calling from? Urban, what area code you calling from? Was I involved in the movie Ebony, Ivory, and Jade? Do you know I was like 3 years old when this movie came out? I was a kid when this movie came out. I just like those blaxploitation posters. I'm a big fan of the blaxploitation movie genre. I'm a real big fan of that. I got books on that. I got posters. I got like books that list literally all those movies. I like those movies. I used to watch them as a kid. Yeah, I used to go watch those movies. That's back in the day, back in the 70s and 80s. You can just go into a movie theater with $2 and literally be there all day. You get to see the triple features. It would be like a blaxploitation movie, a karate movie, then another blaxploitation movie. So you just be in there all day on Saturday watching these movies. So I was a big fan of that. Pam Grier. I used to see Pam Grier, and my little erection would just pop up. Pam Grier. I wanted Pam Grier so bad when I was a kid. Nigga, you ain't seen, that's a real woman right there. That's all fucking woman. Nigga, Pam Grier. I suggest you go watch some of them old Pam Grier movies like Coffee or something. And Pam Grier gets naked. That woman's body was damn insane. It was natural. Nigga, Pam Grier's body was insane. Your Afrocentric queen, you're trying to call. The phone line is not busy. What number are you trying to call from? The number is 818-850-5404. That's the number. The line ain't busy. What number are you calling from? What area code? Yeah, I love those blaxploitation movies. And those blaxploitation movies actually saved Hollywood. They saved Hollywood because the movie industry in the early 70s, it was losing a lot of money because of white flight from the 1960s. You know, a lot of those urban rebellions ran the white population out of those urban areas. So a lot of white people were not going to those theaters back in the early 70s. Those theaters were empty. So that's why they would have to show, like, they would get these cheap movies in from China and show these triple and double features. And those blaxploitation movies brought in the black audience. The black audience would come in and watch these movies, and that saved the Hollywood game. That saved Hollywood. Oh yeah, Jane Kennedy was the truth too, but she wasn't Pam Grier though. Yeah, I heard. I've seen. You name a movie, a blaxploitation movie, I've seen it. I've seen Candy Tangerine Man. I can give you all the trivia on these movies. The dude in that movie, the Candy Tangerine Man, a dude named John Daniels, he owned a club on Crenshaw called Maverick's Flat. Real popular club on Crenshaw back in the day. They reopened it. But he was in another movie called Black Shampoo. Nigga say I'm really Montel Jordan. Hilarious. All right, let's see who this is. What's up? Who's calling?
What's going on, Tariq? This is Dave from Mississippi, man.
What's up, Dave? I'm going to have you call back in a minute, man. I wanted Afro Queen. I want you to call up, Afro Queen. Afro Queen, the line is wide open. I want Afro Queen to call up. I saw Willie Dynamite when I was a kid. I remember that when I was a kid. You know the dude who played Willie Dynamite? The pimp. It was a pimp movie back in the day. That's a cold movie. The dude who plays Willie Dynamite is Gordon from Sesame Street. He's on Sesame Street now. So when I watch Sesame Street with my son, I'm laughing my ass off because that's the dude he played Willie Dynamite. Gordon. Trick Baby was a good movie. I saw Trick Baby. I've seen all of them. Shit, I've seen all of them shits. What's up? Who's calling?
It was Carl Bishop from DC, man.
What's up? I'm gonna have you call back in a minute, fam. Well, Urban, you're not calling up, Urban. Afro Queen. Yeah, with the nigga Charlie with Fred Williamson, yeah. Yeah, Gordon was Willie Dynamite, yeah. Yeah, Urban is bullshitting around. Yeah, I remember that Jane Kennedy sex tape when Leon Isaac put his whole hand up in her coochie. I'm like, God damn. What's up? Who's calling? I remember that sex tape back in the day. I've seen Detroit 9000. Say Carlito's Way ripped off Superfly. I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say that. Carlito's Way was a good movie. Oh, well, the protesters are back out in Ferguson right now? Yeah, that y'all heard about the Hope Solo chick. The chick, what is she a volleyball player? What is Hope Solo? Because y'all know they were throwing all the black athletes under the bus for domestic violence. All the black athletes, they were throwing them under the bus for domestic violence, suspending them from their games. All the black athletes, they're just making a real big deal about violence, domestic violence. This white lady who's an athlete, sponsored by Nike, a whole bunch of sponsors, she was arrested for, she beat up her sister, was it her sister or her nephew? She beat up a couple of folks in her family. She whooped their ass. They ain't say nothing. They absolutely didn't say nothing. They didn't suspend this woman. They didn't go on their whole little tirade about how domestic violence is wrong. Nothing. They said nothing about Hope Solo. Again, this is why black folks should be ashamed every time they throw a camera in your face. You're so quick to throw a black person under the bus, and those in the dominant society, they protect each other at all cost. She beat up her like cousin or nephew, and he was underage. She whooped his ass. He's bleeding. That woman didn't lose one sponsor. She's a soccer player. Okay, I knew it was something like that because I don't watch that shit. But she's a soccer player. Oh, they gave her a pass. So again, man, we gotta stop letting the dominant society throw a camera in our face to throw each other under the damn bus. Now, what is she talking? We got somebody here talking some feminist stuff. What's she say? A man should never hit a woman. Stop using home. Okay. Oh, she's trolling. Okay, she's just trolling. She's just trolling. JD Revenge is funny. Is it true that the U.S. government and the European governments owed Moors from Africa money? What they did, the U.S. had to pay tribute to the Moors in North Africa in order to let the ships go through. They had to pay a bounty. And also, the Moors in Morocco was the first country to recognize the United States as an independent nation. The first treaty that the U.S. signed was with Morocco. The treaty is actually written in Arabic. This is why and they leave this out in history, when we do another Hidden Colors, we might have to go deep into this, but when they found Moors over here, Moors who were captured and brought here, if they knew their status as Moors if they knew it. This is why they had to take the language away from us when we got here. They were real big on taking the language away and erasing our identity, because a lot of Moors, people who knew their Moorish status, because Moors basically black, but people who knew their status as Moors, they would have been released. You could have gotten released because of the treaty. And there was a guy, it was a real big story back in the, is it 17 or 1800s? I think it's the early 1800s, where this African who was brought over, he was in New Orleans, I think, somewhere in Louisiana, and there was a Frenchman who recognized him and recognized that he was of Moorish stat. He knew his Moorish status, and the U.S. was going to let him go, but he wanted to have his family released, and there was a problem with getting his family released and sent back to Africa. So he fought for years and years and years trying to get his family to go back to Africa too. So there were actually black folks who were enslaved who knew their Moorish status, who would have gotten released only if they knew their status. Oh yeah. The treaty with Marrakesh, or the treaty with Morocco, 1787. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on that, man. I've researched, like George Washington writing letters to the Sultan, and basically George Washington was bowing down to the Sultan as far as this letter that I read. So it's real deep stuff. It's real deep stuff. But yeah, there's a treaty, the 1787 treaty. I think that's the year, the treaty with Morocco, first treaty that America signed. Or 1787, one of those years. Abdul Rahman, right. I don't know, Ace. I might do something like that. Yeah, I'm coming up with some other movie ideas. So what, I want to do a web series too. That's something that I really want to do. I'm trying to see. I want to do another movie. Want to do another web series. Trying to see what the web series should be. Yeah, I heard about the dude in Oklahoma. He beheaded somebody. I'm like, God damn. The phone number is 818-850-5404. Some of these people, they're just trolling. They're not going to call up. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi, good evening, Tariq. This is Anthony calling from Houston.
Hey, Anthony. What's on your mind, man?
2 questions. First question is, what is your religious belief? And second question, what is a Freemason and what role do they play in society?
Okay. Well, let me get into the Freemason one first. We talked about that. Have you seen Hidden Colors 1?
Yes.
Okay, because we touched on that. We touched on the origin of Freemasonry, which is basically Moorish science. And it's basically, it's kind of hard to, you got to, I would say watch Hidden Colors 1 again to really get the gist of it. It was a lot of secret information that the Moors brought into Europe, and only certain people were allowed to get this information. So it's real deep. It's hard to just sum it all up in one sentence. But I would say watch Hidden Colors again, the first Hidden Colors, where we talked about Freemasonry and the origin of it and how it was basically more science. Now, as far as me and my religious affinity, I'm a melanoid empowerment religion. That's my only religion. Melanoid empowerment. I don't... Christianity, Islam, all of that stuff, to me, it's been infiltrated by white supremacy. White supremacy has taken all of that over. And we need something that we can get around that will empower us. So I'm a spiritual person, but I don't get too much into religions like that. But thanks for the call, fam. What's up? What you looking for, man? What's in that notebook?
It's in a thick paper.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Urban is trolling. Urban is probably that XO curly dude. That Urban is that XO curly dude that's... And look, if y'all follow me on Twitter and that XO curly dude who's disguised as a woman, he has a picture of a woman, but it's really a dude. If he starts trolling you, just report him as spam. You know, just report him as spam or ban him or block him. I block him. So, you know, he everything that he's saying is trolling. So that XO Curly dude says anything to you on Twitter, and he has another name, Isaiah something. It's XO Curly and Isaiah something. Just report him as spam. Wait, what? Stapler? Hold on. Okay, I don't know where my stapler is, Peanut. Korea. Took it out of here. It's not down here, baby. I don't know where it is. It's not down there. I don't know where it is. It's not down there. It's not in here. I don't know where it is. If it's not back there, I don't know where it is. It might be upstairs in the drawer. What's up, King Troll 44? Why did I block you, brother? Troll, why did I block you on Twitter? Troll 44. Hold on, let me see if you're on Twitter. Hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can find you on Twitter. Troll 44. Tremaine. Okay, okay, why did I block you? Wait, you're not blocked. I don't think you're blocked. Yeah, you're not blocked. I don't have you blocked. Yeah, I'm looking now. I don't have you blocked, bro. Try to hit me on Twitter right now. Yeah, he'll probably. Well, I have him blocked, so he can act a goddamn fool on Twitter all he wants, but he'll be doing it in an empty room. Yeah, so I don't know if I block you, and sometimes I might block you if you're talking to a person who's trolling, and you're mentioning me, then I'll probably block you. But yeah, if you're having a conversation with somebody who's just clearly trolling, like that XO Curly person who's literally just somebody who's trolling every day, if you're having a conversation with me and that person, I'd probably block you. Because that person is clearly trolling just for the sake of trolling. And a lot of times what he will do, he has about 20 other screen names, and he will mention me in his other screen name as if he's another person and have a conversation with himself just so he can mention me so I can see him, and I just block him. So anybody who really corresponds with that XO Curly person, if you're corresponding with that person and I block you, that's why I block you. I don't know when I'm coming to New Orleans. Yeah, Urban ain't calling. Urban is bullshit. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi, my name is Nana. I'm calling from Toronto.
What's your name?
Nana. N-A-N-A.
Okay, what's up, Nana? Where you calling from Toronto? What's on your mind?
I have actually two questions. First is, have you seen the premiere of the show Blackish, and what's your opinion of it?
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Okay. Some people were talking about it. I haven't seen that yet.
Okay. My second question is, I don't know if you're aware of the, I don't know how to explain it, just the relationship between Caribbeans and Africans in Canada. I don't know if you're aware of it.
I'm not.
But it's not really at a good place.
Why not? Why not?
I don't know. My parents, they come here from Africa, of course, West Africa, and constantly since birth, they used to tell me, "Oh, associate yourselves with Jamaicans, don't associate yourselves with Guyanese people. Like their moral code isn't good." I like for the life of me, I do not understand why there's such a division between some Africans and some Caribbeans. I don't know if it's instilled. I remember, I think it was in college 2 or 3, where it was said by Dr. Umar that it's usually planted by like immigration to try and separate the two. I'm not sure, but
because we let the white supremacists easily pit us against each other. It's very easy for them to pit us against each other, because what happens is that the white supremacists, they've monopolized the wealth and resources, and when you have wealth and resources, you can use it to reward or deprive any group you please. And what they do, they'll give certain rewards to one group over another of black folks and pit those groups against each other and just sit back and just watch it play out and then come in and act as the savior. So we always got to watch the white supremacists in their hand in all of it, because they're meddling in the whole situation that causes all of these rifts and this whole negative attitude that we have with different groups of black folks, especially again in the Caribbean. You got a lot of brothers and sisters who come over and they're told to not correspond with African Americans. This is why a lot of brothers and sisters from Africa come over and they don't correspond with us, because they're given a heads up not to. So we got to get out here and become global on our own. That's why I did a show about the importance of us traveling and becoming an international people, so that we can correspond with our brothers and sisters around the world on our own terms, not when brothers and sisters are brought over or allowed to come over under very strict provisions. And if they are corresponding with us and it can be classified as radical, they'll get sent back, and then it's a whole big thing. So, because this is an opportunity of a lifetime for a lot of people to get out of some of these third world countries. So again, we got to just be on our travel game so we can correspond with brothers and just get international allies. That's very important for us. But anyway, thank you for the call, Nana. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Urban is just trolling, and I'm going to block his little old musty ass in 1 minute. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I just wish that Ustream would make it easier to ban these niggas. What's up? Who's calling? Like, people like that just call, breathe, and hang up. What's up? Who? Hello? Wait. What's up? Who's calling?
Tariq, this is Jackson from Chicago. How you feeling, bro?
What's up, Jackson? How you doing, fam?
I'm great. I got a quick question. I don't know what your knowledge level is, but what's your opinion on like the sovereign process when it talks about like becoming a creditor and changing your status, like giving up some of your position as an American citizen?
A lot of that stuff, to me, I don't think it works, because nobody has really shown or proved that it does work. Nobody has shown that. Not one person has shown how that can work as a whole. They can come over and knock you upside your goddamn head, and you can't say, well, look, I got a fair zone. I mean, who's going to really protect you? You don't have, if you're one person or just a very small group of people talking about, well, I got a piece of paper saying I'm sovereign, but you don't have any financial backing to back that up, none of that shit means anything. The cops can come in and knock you in your goddamn mouth, and your piece of paper and your fez and your badge and your ID that says international this, international that. That's not going to mean anything, because it cannot be. And who's going to enforce it? Who's going to stop the white supremacist cops from doing anything? It all boils down to that, especially if you ain't got no money. This thing is about money. We need money and resources so we can control public policy and control military. You need money for that. Your paper don't mean shit. The Native Americans signed certain treaties and all that shit. So you dig? So
Yeah, I got a brother who's actually now I don't know if it's true. That's why I'm asking you. But he's saying that you can position yourself to be able to access more money and more funds through the process, and that's kind of why he's going through the process.
How?
Yeah.
That's the question. My thing is,
that's why I asked you, because he's trying to show me a whole bunch of information regarding the law, learning, understanding legal rights, and reverse.
All that is a bunch of double talk. It's double talk. See, I get to the point. I'm not gonna sit up and let a nigga talk to me for 5 hours. But let me tell you something about business, man. Business is real simple. You understand? I want you to understand. How old are you, by the way, bro? How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay. When somebody's supposed to be talking business and they're talking too much, they ain't handling business. I want you to always remember that. When you start talking to somebody about business and they just kind of go ranting along too fucking much, going on and on and on and on about just every fucking thing, they ain't about no business. And they're trying to compensate for the fact that they ain't about no business. They got some kind of scam up their sleeve. People who are about business can get right to the damn point. Business is real simple. How do we get money? How do we use this status to get money? You can explain it in one paragraph. How do we use this to get money? If they can't explain that, well, what you got to do, brother? See, all right. See, back in the 1950s, and when they start going into that, they're bullshitting. They're just sitting up here just trying to talk just for the sake of talking, dude. You got to have some paper. You got to get your money together. And then when you get that together, then we can start talking about sovereignty and all that, because then you can back up your sovereignty because you got money to get military on your side, police on your side, politicians on your side to enforce this stuff. But again, a lot of these dudes are doing a lot of double talk, and nobody can point to somebody who's done something very successfully as far as the sovereign thing. So that's my take on that. But thanks for the call.
I appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. Because some of that stuff sounds good in theory. Some of the ideas are theoretically good. I'm all for having our own status. My thing is with the whole thing, let's claim Moorish status. If you had something that's been around for damn near 100 years and it still hasn't worked on a grand scale, that's just not the business. If you had something around for that long and it's just not working on a grand scale, can't co-sign it. Can't co-sign that. You got brothers in jail now. You got a lot of people in jail now talking about they don't have to abide by the laws of this country, and they're in jail now. So that just shows how that worked. That happened with Malachi York. Well, the Nuwabians. Malachi York was real big on the whole sovereign thing and let's claim our Moor status and the Yamasee Moor, and he had all types of statuses that he was claiming. But the thing is, he's in jail. See, you got to get into a position where you have a network of money circulating where you can get politicians bought off. See, that's the thing. That was the problem with the Nuwabians, because those politicians and law enforcement down there in Edenton, Georgia, I think that was, they went after them. You gotta be on that mafia shit. When you set up shop with these, especially around these white supremacists, you gotta start greasing palms. You gotta start getting you some politicians in place so you can start paying folks off to turn around and get off your back. That's what the name of the game is. You gotta run your shit like the mafia to a certain degree. Nigga, what the hell are you, Bill Duke? What you posting, dude? What the hell is this nigga? This nigga posting up porno sites? Bill Duke, what the hell you posting up, bro? See, a lot of cats want to get out of the whole money situation. See, dudes, there's no way around getting our money together. Cats want to come up with every different scenario besides getting our money game up. Urban, you're trolling. Dude. Stop giving out fake numbers. Let's see who this is. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq, it's the Afro-Canadian. How are you?
Hey, no, who's this?
The Afro-Canadian.
Afro-Canadian. How you doing, young lady?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's on your mind?
I just wanted to address the misconception that I think another Toronto caller was talking about, how there's division between Caribbean and African in Toronto.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say that's kind of far from the truth. As my parents are from the Caribbean, and a lot of the blacks here, a lot of them have parents from the Caribbean as well. And we do hold strong identity to each island, but there is no division between us and every island. We celebrate the same events together. We have a thing called Afrofest down here, where we all come together with Africans and celebrate our culture. So just want to say that's kind of a misconception, and that's not really the truth about what's up here. I think the issue in Canada is there's racism, but very, very subtle, and you do get outbursts of it. And I think that's what we need to kind of address in Canada, rather than the so-called division we do have between Africans and Caribbeans and black people up here. So I just wanted to call and just address that.
There you go. Cool. All right. Thank you for the call, young lady. All right. Yo, got some Canada beefing going on there. But, yeah, we got to really get in a position where we can travel and just deal with people around the world, melanoid people, on our own terms. We got to be able to deal with our brothers and sisters on our own terms. When I was in Easter Island, I had a great time out there, man. I had a real good time chopping up game with brothers and sisters out there. And Easter Island, man, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see some of the pictures. My Instagram is at Tariq Elite. And Easter Island is like in the middle of nowhere. It's like, it's the most inhabited, it's the most isolated inhabited place on the planet. Meaning that it's a location that the nearest inhabited place is thousands of miles away. So it's like in the middle of nowhere. And they got all these mysterious statues that's out there. And it's a very small island. It's a small island. The island is like, I think about 15 miles long and 6 miles wide. So it's a small island. It's about 4,000 people living there now. Beautiful island, though. Beautiful people. And the white supremacists, when they went out there and colonized that place, the people there, they still stick to their own identity. And that's what I respect with them, because the Europeans came and discovered for themselves, and I use the word discovered very loosely. The Europeans discovered it for Europe because, again, there's evidence that Africans had been on Easter Island, because some of the OG Eastern Islanders have some of those melanoid features. Now, a lot of the population has been mixed, but you can still see that melanoid gene there. And you can see some of the way the statues are, some of the names of certain things. You can see a subtle African presence in a lot of that stuff out there. And they never refer to the natives. I'm talking about the people who are native to the place. They don't refer to themselves as Eastern Islanders at all. When you ask them where they're from, what are you? Are you Hawaiian? Because some people they're people from Chile, because the country's been colonized by Chile. And you have some people from Chile living there. You have some people from Hawaii there. So when you ask somebody where they're from or what are they, and they're from the island, they're like, I'm Rapa Nui, which is the native language, the native name of the island. So they keep their own identity, even though they globally they're referred to as Eastern Islanders. They're like, no, I'm Rapa Nui. I saw signs of them. I'm gonna post this up on Instagram. There was a sign. I was driving down the street over there, and there was a sign where the natives were upset that a hotel is being built over there on one of their sacred lands, or some sacred land over there. And they're like, look, they got a big old sign written in paint saying, hey, this hotel is trying to steal our land. We don't approve of this. So they're very defiant. They're not, they've been colonized by the white supremacists, but they still have that defiance there. They're very good-spirited people, but they still have that defiance there. So that's very commendable. And when I was over there, man, again, I was talking to some people. They've never seen an African-American person. They're like, ooh, I never seen American your color. Never seen American your color. They never seen an African-American. And I talked to a lot of brothers and sisters like that. When you travel, you're a black person and you travel, you'll be shocked. Well, you won't be shocked, but a lot of brothers who travel and sisters who travel, you notice that most people have never seen an African-American before. Or black American, or melanoid American, or whatever you want to call us. They've never seen a black American person. So that's why, man, it's very important for us to get out here and get our travel game on. Why are you guys throwing around the term white supremacists? What do you mean? Okay. Lady's trolling. Lady. Okay, you're trolling, lady. Lady is straight up trolling. She is trolling her ass off. So again, let's not feed the trolls. We cannot take the trolls too seriously. And we still in the room heavy. How many people we got in the room right now? How many folks we got in here? We're in here heavy. And, me and Peanut, we found out we're having another boy. Peanut is pregnant again. We are pregnant. I say we. We're having another boy. Now, Peanut was upset because she wanted a girl this time. A lot of folks in the family, they wanted a girl. We got TJ. But they were a little upset that we're having a boy. But now we're cool. Everybody's cool with it now. So we got another boy that's due in February. And we have, because we were kind of expecting a girl, we had the girl's name laid out, but we have zero idea of what to name this boy. So I need some ideas of a boy name. And Peanut wants the name to start with an A. So what's a good boy name for a melanoid child that starts with an A? Where are the sisters? I want to get the sisters to chime in on this. I want no hood rat name, no dusty nigga name. Thank y'all very much. We already got a Tariq Jr. We already got that. Boys are good. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'm cool. They're like, I know you happy. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm going to say Ashra, Amante, Amir, Alante, Asmara, Ashar, Arsenio. Come on, y'all got to give me some good names. Now the middle name, because we have no idea what the boy's name is going to be. We have no idea. We just know the first name is going to be an A, and the middle name can be whatever. But we still not whatever, but it could start with anything. Alessandro, Amaru. They said Aquarius. I sound like a slave. Alexander. Well, TJ's middle name is Alexander, so. Nigga said Ashrod Quasi. Antoine. Oh, what happened to the chat room? There we go. Nigga said Atari. Nigga said Ashanti. Don Quavius. B-Rex said Ashy. Avery. That's not bad. Avery is not bad. Avery is not bad. Lady Shan came with a good one. This nigga said Alizé. Or this nigga said Akon. Nigga, y'all trying to give my son these names. Aswad. Y'all, no hood names. Nigga said, Texas lady said Amigo. No, this ain't the Cinco de Mayo. Nigga said Amigo. Othello with an A. This nigga said Apple. Nigga, who am I? Who am I? Gwyneth Paltrow? Shit. Amir. I haven't seen the Blackish show. I'm gonna watch that Blackish show. Alcalfa. What the nigga said alfalfa. Man. Let's see who's on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
How you doing?
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Lawanda from New York.
Hey, Lawanda from New York. How are you?
Oh, I must be behind. I'm watching you on my phone, but I guess I'm behind on the show. I'm at the part where you was asking for names for your son.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's like there's a delay when you know, it's a few seconds delay, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's my fault. I dropped my computer. I just wanted to say thank you for answering that question, because ever since I've been watching Hidden Colors, I've been kind of confused about religion.
Yes.
And I'm just like, thank you so very much for answering that question, because I've always had, how do you say it? Like, I've always been confused about Christianity and, you know, even Islam and stuff, things that I've studied. So, yeah. You know, I just want to say thank you. Yeah, and, what you say?
No, go ahead, sweetie. Go ahead.
I also wanted to say, about the, what would you just say? The Eastern Island?
Eastern Island. Easter Island, yes.
Easter Island. Oh my God. I started researching. Last year I went to Bermuda.
Oh, cool.
With my family.
Okay.
It was amazing. But when I saw you at the island, I was just like, man, maybe I should try and go there next year.
Okay. Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Is it like, I don't know, you showed pictures, but not as much. So I'm just like, and there's not that much online.
Yeah, but those statues, that's the main draw there. Those statues, that's everywhere. But it's a beautiful place, though. They got a couple of small beaches there. But the statues are the main draw. Those beautiful statues that's all over the island. So it's a real cool place to be. How was Bermuda?
Oh my God, it was amazing. It was amazing. I took my kids, and actually we went on a cruise.
Oh, cool. Where all did y'all stop?
Say that again?
Where all the places y'all stopped?
No, we just stopped in Bermuda. Okay. We stayed there. We were out there for like 7 days or something. We took Norwegian, which is better than Carnival and all of those things.
Yeah.
But we had an amazing time. It was really good. The people was amazing. Cause you know it's like an L shape. You can finish it in like 2 hours.
Oh, cool.
So it was really, really good. And the black folks over there was good. You didn't see that many white people there.
Yeah, Bermuda. I do a lot of. I've done phone interviews at radio stations in Bermuda, and they showed a lot of love over there. They love Hidden Colors over there in Bermuda, and the people over there are real, real wonderful.
Yes. It was something else I wanted to tell you, but I forgot what it was. I'm kind of nervous. I didn't think that I was going to get through.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Phil, when you think of it, feel free to call back.
Say that again?
No, when you think of what you were going to say, you can call back. It's not a problem.
Okay, what time did the show end?
Probably in about an hour or so. So, just stick in. We'll be here. All right, love. Thank you for the call.
Let's just do this one question.
Sister, y'all got to say what you got to say. Because the phone was already in hang up mode. I just pushed the button. That's why y'all got to kind of get to the point, family. What's up? Who's calling? I didn't even mean to hang up on it. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? This is Jerome from New Orleans.
What's up, Jerome? How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine, man. I had a quick question.
Go ahead.
I remember when I was watching Hidden Colors 2, they was talking about there's really no proof of cannibalism in Africa because there's a lot of vegetation and whatnot, right?
Right.
And but I was watching a documentary in Liberia, and they
Stop right there, because I already know where you're going, and that's what the white supremacists love, pulling up that one documentary in Liberia talking about the war with General Butt Naked. I already know where you're going. That's their so-called... Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because the white supremacists, that's their only so-called proof of cannibalism, which is basically not cannibalism. There was a war going on in Liberia in the 90s. And what they did, some of the soldiers would symbolically, after they kill somebody, they would symbolically like take a bite out of their heart after they killed them. So it wasn't no cannibalism where motherfuckers walking around hungry, saw a dead body and ate them. In certain in countries, they would symbolically bite the heart or whatever of an enemy. It was symbolic. It wasn't cannibalism where people are just going around hungry. And they did that in that war because it was like, they were battling for their survival. So it was a small guerrilla army doing that. And they're using that to paint the whole continent of Africa as a fucking cannibalistic society, which is a damn lie, and they know it. And that documentary that you saw, that was a propaganda piece, because what they were doing, they were using old wartime footage, making it seem like that's how Liberia is all the time, which is a damn lie. So you got to be very... Yeah, it ain't like that all the time. The white supremacists are very deceptive as far as that. They'll take war footage of a country in Africa and make it seem like that's how it is all the time, and not letting you know that they're going through a war. In a war, crazy shit goes on. So they never talk about the real cannibalism. Up in Europe, they were eating motherfuckers left and right in Europe for a long time, not symbolically, because they were hungry. They were hungry and they're like, hey nigga, you look kind of tasty. It was on that shit. The real cannibalism was up there. Do not get it twisted. But Africans, you didn't have to eat each other in no damn Africa. There's food all over Africa. They show these starving Somalian African kids, but again, that's because of wars. That's because of them destroying the vegetation. That's because of these corporations coming in, destroying their fishing industry. That's what the whole Somalian pirate thing was about. They were dumping toxic in there, fucking up their fishing, so starving people.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
They don't put that shit in context. They just make it seem like there's crazy Africans over here acting a fool, and they don't put none of that shit in the right context, man. That's why I do the Hidden Colors movies, to put everything in context. And when you see a person over there starving, follow the white supremacists, dude. Always follow the white supremacists. There's food and berries and all types of shit growing all over. Africa's a tropical environment. So there's food all over the place. There would be no reason to eat another motherfucker. You dig? So you gotta watch out when they start spitting that bullshit. You feel me?
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna have to do some more research on it, because that threw me for a loop. I remember that dude, I remember Vlad Dracula.
Yeah,
you were talking about that in Hidden Colors too.
We showed a real picture. We showed a picture of that motherfucker sitting at a dinner table eating people's hands and feet. So there's dude, that was a real picture.
Yeah.
So they were eating people for real over there, man. But anyway, thanks for the call. If you guys haven't seen Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3, you need to go see that, man. Y'all need to go see all the Hidden Colors. Go to Amazon right now and get all the Hidden Colors movies. Get all the Hidden Colors movies. Dude, when you look, man, I suggest go read, and we talked about that in Hidden Colors 3, Oluda Equiano, his narrative. He was an enslaved African who wrote an autobiography in the 1700s. And he kept saying in the book, the Africans, when they got on the ships, they were afraid that the Europeans were going to eat them. There's a book by Oluda Equiano about his life, and he talked about how the Africans thought that the Europeans were going to eat them. So see how they flip it? They real good at flipping shit. Let's see who we got. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? This is Mark calling from Boston.
Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing, fam?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. Just had a question to ask you. So what I wanted to ask, brother, was when dealing with women, it kind of can be confusing when it comes to, differentiating between someone who's considered a side piece and someone that you want to commit to. So I'm actually somebody who just started dating recently. And when dealing with women, I know for me right now, I'm not even trying to settle down or even commit in a relationship, but at the same time, I want to have fun too. So my question to you is, how do I actually go about, trying out different women and really just doing my thing without necessarily going through all the headaches of, women wanting to commit and, turn things into service when that's not what I want to do?
Right. Well, see, the thing is, men are not really confused. You're not confused. You know when somebody's a side piece and the main chick, because when you meet a girl, you know that it hits you right there. I want this to be my main lady. It hits you when you know somebody's going to be the one. That's going to be your main lady. You know immediately. So if you're second guessing, like, I don't know, I don't know, then that ain't the one then. But when you know the one who you really want to make it, immediately it hits you like, I'm locking her down so the next nigga ain't getting this. You dig? Because the one, if you know she's the one, other niggas will know she's the one. So you want to lock that down immediately. But if you're kind of thinking about it, like, well, she seems cool, she seems nice, she's growing on me. If it's that type of shit where the person has to grow on you, that's just a side piece. And she's probably pressuring you, so you don't need to get into a serious situation with that anyway. So I would say just do your thing until you feel like you're ready for that main one. Because how old are you now, bro?
I'm 26.
Yeah. So you got to get out that player stage. You're probably in the player stage, and that's not what you want. But a lot of times people are kind of pressuring you, so you got to get that player stage out your system. You feel me?
Okay. One more thing, bro. One more thing. In reference to what you, the term that you usually use when you say, you got to upgrade a female. What exactly do you mean? Like, how does a man upgrade a female?
You upgrade a female by upgrading yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna say that one more time. You upgrade a female by upgrading yourself. When you upgrade yourself and the female is on the, where's my screen is? Hold on. Wait, can y'all hear me on the? Hold on. I'm going to have you call back because I'm having some technical difficulties. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Why is my screen tripping? Hold on. Hold on. What the hell is up with this shit, man? Can y'all hear me? Hold on. You all hear me? Okay, Ustream can be so damn janky. I'm good. Y'all can see me? Okay. Because I was looking at myself. I can't even see myself on my own computer. All right, hold on. Because the brother's getting confused here. Okay, so y'all can see me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't see myself. Yeah, I was trying to give my dude some game, and then I saw the screen was frozen, so I didn't know what the deal was. You dig? So I wish Ustream has to get it together. The way they got this shit set up now, it is raggedy, man. Ustream got to get it together. Okay, now I see myself now. All right, I see myself now. Yeah, they really got to get it together on Ustream. Man. Oh, what's the mix? Miss Braxton, I'm not. He's trolling, Miss Braxton. I'm not. I've already answered that question, Miss Braxton. He's just trolling. If you answer one question, he's just going to troll for more questions. So I'm just kind of ignoring him. He's just trolling for attention. He's just going to keep asking stupid-ass questions, getting attention. Okay, I don't know why Ustream is tripping the way it is, man. Yeah, you know, trolling is just so played out and corny. Trolling is so 2008. All right, y'all see me. There you go. All right, let's see who's on the phone. And I wanted to answer my man's question. That was a very good question. What's up? Who's calling?
Oh man, I made it on. This is Ed from Somerville. My name is Ed from Somerville, Tennessee.
Somerville, Tennessee. What's on your mind, Ed?
Oh man. First of all, I want to say, man, seen all the Hidden Colors. Everybody done said that, I know, but yeah, I saw all of them.
Much respect. Much respect.
But check it out. I was watching the football game today, and in the middle of it, they got something about domestic violence. Like they need to stop. Like the boys will be boys or something like that. And it's like right in the middle of the football game, and right after the football game, they got something on the news about girl gadgets, how you can do your own defense mechanisms and all that.
That's, you know what all that is? That's a way to deflect from all the systematic white supremacy. You got to understand how white supremacy works, man. It's all about, white supremacy is a very deceptive, manipulative practice and religion. And right now, the global dialogue is about how white supremacy is devastating black people here. All of these black people getting shot, black women getting beat up by cops, black kids getting shot. That's the international dialogue right now. And the dominant society with their media, they're like, we're going to talk about what we want to talk about, which is Negroes abusing women. Our good old racial stereotypes. So they're going to try to crowbar and force that dialogue down our throats. We got to be smart enough to not go for that. Of course, we know domestic violence is wrong and all that, but we're not going to take our eye off the ball, which is systematic white supremacy and all these black folks getting shot, killed, black women getting raped by cops. Talk to me about that. Then let's talk about some football player jumping on his wife or whatever. Let's talk about these black women getting the brakes beat off of them in the streets, black females getting raped by officers of the government, which are police officers. Let's talk about that. We got bigger fish to fry. We're going to talk about domestic violence or violence against women. Talk about all of it. Don't just pick out a couple of football players and then make them the poster children for domestic violence. So we as black folks, melanated people, melanoid people, we can't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. We got to be on our code game and stick to challenging systematic white supremacy. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, you heard about the soccer player.
I talked about her earlier in the show. I talked about her
beat up
earlier.
her sister.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for the call, brother. Okay, I don't want to repeat the same stuff I talked about. Sound like he tuned in late. But I did talk about her. what my man say about the Moors? Why didn't the Moors go south instead of the north? Islander, what's that? The idea is the leader. I want to know more of the context of your question. I want to know more of the context of your question. What's this link? The hell is this link? Afrocentric Queen. What the hell is that? Somebody page you done found? Okay, Afrocentric Queen. You just found some random person's page and try to pretend that it's yours. All right, so you ain't doing nothing. My Lord. But again, don't forget, man, next Saturday, we're having a screening of Hidden Colors 3 in St. Louis. St. Louis, Ferguson. That's next Saturday, October 4th. That is October 4th. Now, Bobby Hemmett, you know, Bobby Hemmett had a stroke, so Bobby can't really do interviews like that. Delamons, whatever your name is, that ain't her page, dude. That's just some random page he's gotten. That's not it, dude. This dude is trolling. Urban Written is a dude. He's trolling. He's picking out random pages and putting up random people's phone numbers. This is a damn dude trolling. So the girl trying to set... Yeah, they were trying to set Jamius Wilson up. But she's trolling, so I'm not taking anything she's saying seriously. I'm not taking anything she's saying seriously. Let's see who's on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq, how you doing today, brother?
What's up? Who's this?
My name is Janelle, man, from Queens, New York.
There you go. What's on your mind, man?
Hey, I was calling to add to the brother who called in about cannibalism in Liberia, man.
Yeah.
My mom's is from Liberia, man. That is total buffoonery, brother.
Yeah.
Africans didn't eat anybody in Liberia, man.
Exactly.
That happened in 1989, bro.
Yeah, and it was just a group. It was one little guerrilla military group. That was it.
Yeah, man. The war lasted for 11 years. 1989, that was just one time.
Yeah.
They show that clip over and over and over and over.
Exactly. That same clip, whenever they talk about Cameron, I already knew what he was going to talk about. They show the same damn clip over and over again to kind of reinforce that bullshit-ass lie they came up with about Africa, that they've always had that bullshit stereotype about Africa, which has never been true. That shit ain't true.
You know what I mean? And it's sad to me that I talk to a lot of people who really believe, especially black people, who really believe that Africans are really eating each other over there, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. But anyway, man, thank you for the call, man. But yeah, man, brother, that the black folks believe every damn thing that the white supremacists tell them. Black folks believe everything that the white supremacists tell them. I wish, boy, see, the white supremacists, they know who to go to with all of the bullshit. Man, dude, they come to me with that cannibalism shit. I'd hit them up with so many books and references and pictures and paintings, because I showed some of them in Hidden Colors too. There's more. Remember, with Hidden Colors, and we got to cut a lot of stuff out. Oh, I got tons of pictures of cannibalism in Europe. Going back to, like, shit, Rome. After the fall of the Roman Empire, when they would have those gladiators out there and fighting each other and fighting the lions and all that, a lot of folks don't know, when the fall of Rome was popping off, people in the Colosseum's like, hey man, give us the dead bodies. Don't throw those dead bodies away. Shit, we can eat that. They were eating those bodies. after those gladiator fights. That shit is heavy, man. Oh yeah, the Donner Party. Yeah, it would. Look that up. I know about the Donner Party. Eating each other. Man, come on. Let's see who we got. And when I say Donner, not Dahmer, because Jeffrey Dahmer is something totally different. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? This is Mark calling back. So you got a technical difficulty?
Yeah, there you go. Now, what was your question again, brother?
Yes, sir. The question was, how exactly does a man upgrade a woman?
Oh, yeah, like I was saying, you upgrade a woman by upgrading yourself. When you upgrade yourself and the woman is on your team and the woman is down, she's going to naturally upgrade with you. But you got to be on a level where you can upgrade. And when your level is thorough and you're tight, if the woman is down, because two things are going to happen. If you're on a certain level and you got your shit together and you meet a woman who's not quite on your level, two things are going to happen. Either you're going to be weak and allow her to bring you down to her level, which is what happens to a lot of dudes. A lot of women let dudes or bring dudes down to some gutter level where you sitting on millions of dollars, but you got to fight them in an elevator. What's up, Ray Rice? Shout out to Ray Rice, because my man Ray Rice should not have been on that hood rat shit. He should have either charged her to the game if she didn't upgrade, or upgraded her ass instead of falling down to her level. They're drunk in an elevator fighting, and now he's losing his money. So psychologically, you got to be on a certain level, because the thing is, sometimes people get money, but psychologically, they're not on a certain level. They don't know how to conduct themselves. They're just somebody who basically hit the lottery. A lot of times when you play sports, you're hitting the lottery. You still have the same hood mentality, or the mentality you had before you had money, but your physical ability garnished you, gave you the ability to get this money, but psychologically, you haven't upgraded yourself psychologically. So even if you got money from a lottery type of situation, you still need to mentally upgrade yourself. You need to carry yourself a certain way. That's why I applaud Jay-Z, because Jay-Z has the mental training and the social training and the media training to brush off a little hood rat like Solange for jumping on him in an elevator. That was hood rat shit that Solange did. So if I upgraded myself, and how do I decide? Like, if I meet a woman, because I meet a woman who have a lot of potential, but it's like, maybe that might be too much work. Some woman you meet, you can mold her into the type of woman you want to be, or it's probably necessary to find a woman who's on your level. How do I decide if she's even worth being upgraded? If she's even worth it? If I've already upgraded myself. Number one, to see if she's down, to see if she's a good listener, to see if she's going to really be on your team, to see if she's going to be an asset to the team. It's just like business. Relationships are like business, man. That's why when you get married, the marriage license looks like a business license. You dig? Because it's a business. Mm-hmm. And when you get prenups, it's a business. So when you get a potential business partner, you got to treat them like that. Long-term thinking. Like, after I have sex with you and we get all the fun out of the way, are you going to help me with my businesses? Are you going to be a good parent? Do you have the potential to be a good parent? Can you keep the home locked down when I'm not there? Can you have my back when I need you to have it? These are the kind of questions that you got to ask yourself first about the person. Don't ask them. You got to know based on their actions, because if you ask them, people talk a good game. If you let them tell it, people are just the bomb when you meet them. But you got to know if this person really has that kind of potential. If you're a dude, let's say you're a banker, you're a manager at a bank, and you meet a chick at All-Star Weekend somewhere, and she has purple streaks in her fucking hair and a tongue ring and a tattoo that says cash money on it. No. You dig? You can't really do too much upgrading, because there's too much shit in garbage you got to get out of that in order to upgrade. So what you want to do, you got to get somebody with the least amount of baggage that's already on them. So you got to watch the females that has been inundated with dusty niggerdom. because that's the problem. You got a lot of women who's been through dusty nigga after dusty nigga, then they get dumped off on you, and then you got to remove the dusty nigga spirits off her ass, and that becomes a task. So you want to get a woman who is I won't say baggage free because we all have some baggage, but with people with less the least amount of baggage. That's what you're looking for. You feel me? And those are the people that you can look to upgrading. Feel me? Thanks for the call, fam.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, indeed. Man. Yeah, that's the problem. And women, too. Women, you meet dudes. That's the thing, women. And this goes both ways. I'm not just hitting up on the women because women, sometimes y'all meet a dude and he's a nice dude. And you're like, because women can kind of mold guys to a certain degree. You can kind of mold him and just let him know what you like and don't like. Not in a leadership position, but you can kind of let him know, hey, you know, I kind of like a dude who can kind of take charge. I like a dude who can kind of take the trash out. I like a dude who can fix stuff in the house. I like a dude who's a good provider. You can kind of let him know that. You dig? In subtle ways. And a lot of times when women, you meet some dudes, you're like, he has potential, but this nigga done been through 20, 30 hood rats. And now he's at your doorstep with that hood rat energy on him. So he's bitter. And you got a lot of these niggas out here who's real bitter because these hood rats done ran him through the ringer. Y'all know these niggas got about 8 child support payments from a whole bunch of different women he got to pay every month. So you, a woman, you don't want to be involved in that. You're like, oh, damn, I don't want to deal with your ratchet fucking baby mamas, nigga. I like you and everything, but damn, I'm not trying to deal with DeQuasia coming over here acting a fool, threatening to beat me up. You know, I don't want to deal with that shit, nigga. Let's see who we got here. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up? This is 1L from Chicago, man.
Hey, 1L, how you doing, fam?
I'm good, man. I got a question for you, Tariq. Man, I was trying to see if this lady was telling me something in a subtle way if I was weak or not. You know what I'm saying?
What'd she say?
She said I was a sweet guy. She said you seem like a sweet guy. Like when I was talking to her, it's like it was taking a while. Because she just got out of a divorce. And she was saying she was kind of iffy. She was like she wanted to do it, but she didn't want to do it. So I was just trying to, you know, see if she was saying something subtle or something, like if she wanted me or not, you know.
So wait. So this woman, have you met this woman in person? I mean, what's the deal?
Yeah, in person. I just met her at the supermarket.
Okay. And y'all talked on the phone? I mean, how long were y'all talking?
No, I wasn't talking. I just met her. Like, this is my first day meeting. Like, we wasn't talking. This was a fresh, brand new person that I'm just meeting, like, out of the blue like that. You see what I'm saying?
So you met her? Oh, you just met her at the supermarket, and she said you seem like a sweet guy?
Well, I asked her. This is how it started. I asked her if she needed me to help her with her groceries.
Wait, do you work? Wait, do you work at the supermarket?
No, she doesn't work there.
Do you work there?
She just got some shopping. No, I don't work there. I was just there, like, picking up a little snack or something, you know?
Oh, okay. I'm like, nigga, you better not be fucking with your work apron on, with your butcher's apron with fish blood on it, trying to spit.
Dude, man.
No, well, okay, so you met her at the supermarket, and you're trying to help her with her groceries. That's why she said you were sweet, because you're trying to help with the groceries. But now, how old is this woman?
41.
Now, how old are you?
31.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, when she says 41, she's probably 49. She probably shaved some years off. I think because women 41 years old, they don't admit that shit. Yeah, she's probably, that woman's probably 55 years old, nigga. You probably trying to holler at somebody's nana.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's probably like, you sweet. Basically, what she's saying, nigga, I got a son your age. Her ass is nobody's 41. That you sweet. Basically, she probably got a son your age somewhere. She probably still looks good for her age, and she was just, you know, I would still look. If she looks good enough, I would still get that number and hit that old ass if I was you, nigga.
Yeah, I gave him my number.
Okay, nigga, go get you some Johnny Taylor records. Invite over to the house. Get a bottle of cold duck and knock the brakes off that pussy, nigga. All right, man. Holla.
All right, man.
Get it, nigga. Get her ass. That woman knows she ain't nobody's 41 years old. But still hit it, though. Since she's out there trying to be... I'll show you how sweet I am, Nana. And nigga, you fucked the life alert bracelet off her wrist. Get that. Old ass out there trying to campaign. Give her something to campaign for, nigga. Give her something to campaign. Yeah, y'all better watch out. These black women be old as hell, be fine than a motherfucker. Out here old as they want to be. Out here campaigning still. Man. The women get out there and they get a weave, they dye them roots. They put on a lace front to cover up that gray. Man, these old ass women out here be getting it in, dude. You can, I tell you, you can tell their age. Look at them feet. Let her take her shoe off and see what that woman's feet look like. That body is all nice and smooth. The body look like Rihanna, and her feet look like Alfred Woodard. Oh, nigga, Thelma from Good Times. Thelma's damn near 60 years old. Look good as hell. Thelma looks good. Watch out for them old fine-ass women. Oh, speaking of, did y'all see those nude shots of Gabrielle Union? Gabrielle, she got a nice little thing going on. And Megan Good, too. Megan Good is showing her little cash and prizes. They all showing the little nude pictures. Jill Scott was showing them fun bags. Hey, I ain't mad at them. I ain't mad at them. Oh, nigga, Megan Good was killing the game. I ain't mad at you, Megan. She's trying to let people know this thing still looks good. She had them titties out. I ain't mad at you, Megan Good. That Claude Anderson said that new black businesses won't last long today. Well, we got to get our mind together to maintain that, because black folks, we got this thing where we like to get over. Black folks have got this get over thing. Nigga, somebody go get peanut nose. Nigga, I deny this conversation happened. Nigga said, who got them Tamala Man hack nudes? Nigga, who got the Shirley Caesar hack iPhone pictures, nigga? What's up, J-Mac? I didn't know you were blocked, brother. Nigga, I'm waiting on them Oprah Winfrey and Gayle nude pictures while y'all bullshitting. I know Stedman got him a little stash somewhere. Somebody hacking the Stedman's phone. Shit, I want to see some of them Oprah titties, man. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see some $1 billion titties. Yeah. I ain't never seen $1 billion titties. Somebody hack. I know some of y'all computer nerds know how to hack Stedman's phone. Man, we definitely should own our own firms. Oh, Tika Sumter, she's the truth, man. Tika Sumter is fine as hell. Who's she dating? Because white dudes like them like Tika Sumter. They like those real chocolate ones like that. They love them kind. Let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, Tariq, what's good, man? It's Jay, bro.
What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? Where you calling from?
Hey, I'm calling from Philly, dog.
All right, what's on your mind?
I wanted to ask a question, bro, about, I had talked to you before, I think a couple of weeks ago, and I was telling you about a situation. I had moved to the city. I'm new, you know, as far as not trying to get caught up in the same, I was telling you about how I was lying to the women that I was meeting, Tariq, because, you know, like when you said you had moved to L.A., and when you said you first moved there, you was homeless or whatever, and you was in a situation like that, you know, that's kind of the situation I'm in Philadelphia. You know, I moved out here, but I ain't got no family out here like that. You know what I'm saying? I moved out here by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm staying in my car. I'm homeless. You know what I'm saying? So as far as approaching the women, you know what I'm saying, right now, you know, I even listened to one of your earlier podcasts, and you was talking about how sometimes black people, they still want to go out to the clubs and date and party, and they be going through the most messed up stuff going on in their life. They still want to go to the club and get drunk and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know your opinion on, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think it's impossible for somebody in my situation to even think about trying to get on a certain level with the females, or a person just trying to, you know, get on his feet first, pretty much, right?
Yeah, well, but if I was in your situation, like, are you staying in your car now and all that?
Exactly.
Man, I would say, shit, nigga, if I'm going out, I'm trying to find me a chick with a crib that I can lay up in, dude. I be campaigning like that. That's the only reason to go out, but just to go out just for the fuck of it. No. You need to be somewhere trying to come up. Find somebody with some shit that's going on, somebody who got some place where you can kind of kick it, and you can enjoy them and all that, but you need to be finding a female who got some shit where you can kind of lay up in a little bit and chill with. That's what you need to be, if you gonna go out. But I say you got to be working on getting your paper together so you can pull yourself up out of your situation too. You feel me?
Yeah, because I know it's going to be hard trying to move in with a female and, you know what I mean, trying to lie and, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta lie? Who said lie? Lie about
like
what?
I'm not homeless and come on.
Oh, I mean, you ain't got to tell them all your business. I mean, but damn, I'm just saying, like, you meet a girl at the club, you kind of screen them out. Hey, you know, who you here with? Blah, blah, blah. Who you live with? Well, I'm staying with my parents right now. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. Go ahead and campaign on some other ones. You keep campaigning until you find somebody who says, well, you know, I stay by myself. Oh, really? So let me, let's sit down and talk more. And then you campaign and you talk and then you go over to her spot, hit it. You know, you got your place to stay a little bit for a night at least. Bathe, wash up, come back over a couple of days later. Shit, that's how I did it back in the day when I was broke. I found females who had their own shit. I didn't technically move in with them. I didn't go spill my whole story out to them. Hey, you know, I'm homeless and I just moved. No, because nobody want to hear all that shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying, man.
You ain't gotta go out and tell them all that stuff. You ain't gotta tell people your business like that. You know, I like you, you like me. I come over and hit it, spend the night, might stay a night or two. We enjoy each other. She invite me back. Oh, really? If you insist. It's that type of thing, but just don't be looking on like you desperate and all that. Still be working to get your shit together. But if you can find a nice breezy with her shit going on, and you can kind of post up a little bit, that's cool in the gang too. So you got to be you got to be in survival mode. You dig? Just don't get caught up with a hood rat. You might find a hood rat on Section 8 or whatever who tries to get you caught up. Don't get too caught up. But just find yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Like try to move in, like, because there's plenty of hood rats that jump at the opportunity to see some dude who they think can get on his feet. He probably can get a job. You know, oh yeah, you can move in with me, and you know, try to bring you all the way back down.
Yeah. Now, how long you been out there in Philly?
I've been out here for like 2 months, man.
Okay, and you've been staying in your car for 2 months?
Exactly. Out here in Philadelphia, man, they got a track at Home Depot where all the illegals go and find work.
Yeah.
And I've been out there ever since I've been out here, man. I found it by accident, but they make like $100, $120 a day sometimes. Oh, yeah. That's just survival money. But that's what I've been able to do since I've been out here surviving. But I'm waiting on this job to call me back, Rick. I got a job lined up. They're starting off at $17 an hour. I already did the interview. They liked me. And they said that they're waiting to hire one more person, and then we both going to start at the same date. So I still got to wait for the background check. I'm thinking it's going to be another 3-4 weeks before I have a solid concrete job. But right now, I'm just doing the Home Depot thing with the illegals every day.
There you go. And with that, at least you can get like a room for like a week. You know, they got like little ratty hotel rooms somewhere because I know they had them out here. I used to stay at them. I would get up a little money and stay at a couple of spots. They had like a weekly rate. So I know there's some spots out there that you can do. And
okay.
Yeah, get you a little weekly spot so you ain't got to sleep in your car. It might cost like $150 or $200 out there. It's out there in Philly. It can't be too expensive. And, you know, find you a nice little broad with a spot or a few. Get you a team of them with their own spots where you can post up a little bit. You feel me?
Hell yeah, Rick, for sure, bro.
Thanks for the
man.
call, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I can imagine when it gets cold out there. Yeah, he said liked it. I heard him say liked it, but fuck it. He's going to be all right. My niggas, he ain't got no place to stay. He said liked it. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq. My name is Dana.
Hey, Dana. How are you, love?
I'm good. Just a little bit stressed out tonight. I do a little business in the entertainment industry, and what's happening with me is I'm solo. I go by myself. I go to meetings with people, and they have their branding team and a bunch of other people there with them, and what's happening is no one's wanting to sign contracts with me. Like, we'll talk business. Like, I had someone tonight say, hey, I have a princess in Angola that wants to bring out Nicki Minaj and Drake. She'll put $1 million into an escrow account in 48 hours if you could make it happen. So I'm like, okay, well, let you and me do, non-circumvention. Now, see, that's what I'm saying. Now, see, people always trying to mess up deals, trying to do a bunch of paperwork and, get in the way and make sure everything goes through them. Am I wrong for trying to protect my interests? Because I'm running into this a lot with these men that I'm dealing with.
Well, because sometimes it kind of goes both ways. Because sometimes people, it's good to sign contracts. But sometimes when you sign contracts, you kind of want to see what the person is bringing before you sign the contract. Because sometimes people are trying to get you to sign a contract just so you can be obligated to them and you don't have to do anything. So the contract thing goes both ways. So you got to be able to show what you're going to bring to the table. And you got to be able to have a track record of what you've done in the past before people can really want to get into contracts with you. And I'm saying from experience, because I get promoters calling me up every single day, emailing me about doing a lecture somewhere, and they never have their money together. Very rarely do they have their money together. And I hear...
I have a really good opportunity right now, okay? I have a person who has a $100 million opportunity for me to help him brand his school and take it international. And I went yesterday and I met with Magic Johnson's people, and I'm meeting with all these people, and what I'm finding is it's like they see that I have this opportunity and they're doing everything they can to circumvent me and just cut me out of everything. Like, I have so many, like, if they'll just work with me and we can all just be above board without everyone, like, even when we have conference calls, it's like, well, you know what? I'd love to have your email. And what I'll do is get you that information. And I always do the conference call so that I can just cut it. And you don't call, see, why'd you hang up on me? Dude, why are you constantly trying to get information?
But people want to see the proof, though. People want to see the proof of what you have. You just to say, well, I know somebody with $100 million throwing out big numbers. That's fine, but what proof? Who do you have that's doing something that can co-sign you? That's what people want to know. You understand that?
Well, I'm bringing them, and that's what I'm saying. I'm bringing them to the table, to the man. It's a doctor that I work directly with, right? So I bring them to the table, and it always ends up being a situation where I'm cut out. Okay, well, we're going to mitigate these diamonds, and we'll put you in charge, and we'll run 100 barrels of oil, and this and that, and you're the signer. And I'm sitting there at these meetings like, okay, well, this all sounds good, but I'm not hearing my name brought up in this shit. And I put everybody together, excuse my language.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Look, because it already sounds like now it's all over the place. Because, like, first you were like, you was talking about bringing some artists in, then a princess in Africa, then there's some diamonds, and it all sounds scammy. It sounds like all of it sounds like a damn scam. It sounds like a scam now, so I can imagine in a meeting, people are like, what the fuck? It sounds like a huge scam, so nobody's going to really take it seriously because it's too all over the place.
Well, it's not that it's too all over the place. Maybe it's I'm all over the place.
Right.
I have an opportunity with a doctor who has an investment. I have an opportunity with some Saudis that are doing something with sports. I have an opportunity with some other things. That's what I'm saying. So I find myself going into all these different meetings with all these different people who none of them know each other, and it's always ending up to trying to cut me out of the deal.
Oh,
but it's like I bought them together.
So is this the African princess with the money right here? Hold on.
I'll be drinking. I'll get 51 a Laker gets into me. I'll be thinking. I'll be tanky. Can I keep my fingers off you, baby? I want you. Now. Can I keep my fingers off you, baby? I want you. Now.
Yeah, this Dana sounded like a huge scam. I can imagine going into a meeting and hearing that. It sounds just like complete bullshit, man. Yeah, it sounds like it's all over the place. It's all over the place. Dana, you everywhere. Ain't nobody taking that seriously. I hear my son running around upstairs. You talking about somebody got $100 million. When you start talking about somebody, somebody with $100 million who can put some money in an escrow account. Scam. That already sounds like a scam. Then she's talking about a doctor with diamonds. It sounds like a scam. And basically, when repeating the same thing over and over again, don't make it sound any less like a scam if you can't prove none of it. I mean, Dana, it sounds like you're running a scam and just nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying the scam. So she's a drug mule. Yeah, I would get you out of my office too, talking like that. Yeah, that shit sounds janky, man. What's up? Who's calling?
Tariq, what's good? It's Alante from Inglewood.
Hey, man, what's going on, fam?
Nothing much. I wanted to just chime in a little bit on the chief of police in Ferguson.
Yeah.
He recently had a thing where he apologized, but I really felt like it was very unprofessional. People were demonstrating out there, and it was really dark. Like around the same time it is right now on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And the dude apologized, and I'm like, dude, so they start giving him some, they start saying, F you, get out of here. We don't want that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You come at him, because it felt like it was disingenuous.
It was disingenuous,
like real place.
Very much so. It was very much so disingenuous, and we don't need no apology. We need Darren Wilson arrested, man. We don't need no bullshit ass symbolic gestures. We don't need them to wheel out no black preachers to pray. We don't need no prayer circles. We don't need the black chief to come out there and march with them. We don't need none of that. We need that officer arrested. We need justice out there. Everything else is bullshit, and I'm glad that people rejected that nonsense. And again, I'm going to be out there on Saturday, and we got a lot to talk about out there, man. But thanks for the call.
Right.
Yes, indeed. The brothers and sisters out there not going for the bullshit, and that's good for them. Yes, indeed. Anyway, let me go upstairs. My son is up. He's up from taking his little nap. And don't forget, go to TariqLive.com. TARIQ Live.com. Go to TariqLive.com for more info about the lecture screening this coming Saturday in the Ferguson, St. Louis area. I will be out there. I want you to come out there and join me too. We're having a free screening of Hidden Colors 3, the phenomenal movie. You guys are not going to want to miss that. We're going to have a great time out there, very productive time in St. Louis. And I want you guys to be out there with me and everything like that. And let's get some songs going on. I get the music popping off tonight. right here on Tariq Radio. So do not go nowhere. Y'all hold tight for about 30 seconds, and we will be right back in 30 seconds. Don't go nowhere.